I'm having some trouble with the passenger side door handle on my 94 Porsche 968 convertible. This is the central mechanism for the door handle and the locks. And it has a bunch of knobs that various things connect to. So right here is where the door handle to open the door from the outside connects. Then here is the door lock mechanism that's in that handle. Then over here is, I believe, the solenoid that does the electric lock. And then here is the inside handle where the cable goes through here and pulls on that. Now this is the one that I'm interested in. This thing needs to be pushed down by a steel rod that comes from the door handle, but because the car is more than 30 years old, the rod or some mechanism within this has gotten bent or dried out or otherwise corrupted, and because of that, it doesn't work anymore. So this thing right here is the part that screws onto the end of that steel rod, and it snaps on here. When this is on here, the steel rod pushes down on this, which opens the door via the latch mechanism that's on the other side of the door. This plastic socket is adjustable. You can unscrew it to make it longer on the steel rod. Unfortunately, it only has about 1/4 of an inch of threads, some of which have to still be engaged so it stays on the steel rod. If there was just a little bit more length to it, I would be able to make the overall mechanism longer and almost certainly be able to pop the door open. So I decided to make a replacement. Here's the replacement that I made. I made it out of this Teflon rod, and I drilled these 2 holes in it. Honestly, I'm not sure what the second hole is for, but I then used a ball mill with a Dremel tool to make the inside of this hole a little bigger than the outside of the hole so that it'll snap onto the ball and stay on there. And then I drilled a hole in the end, and I tapped the threads with the M5 tap, and now I'm going to screw it onto the steel rod and see if it works. It took 4 tries adjusting the length, taking the handle on and off the door, which is no mean feat. And there are still a whole lot of things to connect to that inner mechanism, but ta-da!